Hello and welcome to Pokemon Part 57, and in this part we'll be continuing our savage hunt for the sages. Now you join me here in Mistroughton City, and that's because the next sage is in Charged Stone Cave. So I'm actually working my way backwards through a dungeon here, which is something you don't normally see in a Pokemon game, honestly. But I was thinking these dungeons are designed so that if you go through them backwards, you can make your way through them fairly quickly. But yeah, looks like I have a bit of searching to do, because you'll find the next sage hidden on the bottom floor in some tucked away corner. And again, I have to wonder, is there a clue? Does someone tell you to look in this cave for this sage? But anyway, there you go. Now, when it comes to these sages, 5 of them are in the main area of Unova. You know, places you've already been to. And 1 of them will be in a new area. But funny enough, the one that appears in the new area, he should be the one easiest to find. Because presumably you're not backtracking over every inch you've already travelled across. Oh, here we go. Nice to see you, buddy. Oh no, plasma grunts. Honestly, do these guys never learn? But speaking of which, I do like this sort of sage hunt. It's a nice little treasure hunt here, and you do get TMs for it, so it is worth doing. Although I don't want to take this guy too lightly, because Watchog can be quite a bit of a pain. I want him to have Scrafty, but I watch it for this guy. Hopefully I can get a flying attack in, and that was super effective. Oh, Swanners, you're not really too powerful, are you? Yeah, I was just thinking, when it comes to battling the NPCs, you very rarely see them switch out Pokemon. But I guess it's all the better for me. Yes, Quick Claw, thank you very much. You know, I'm surprised the Quick Claw isn't broken, honestly. Because there are lots of Pokemon which are powerful, but they balance out by making them slow, so... I guess it's because the Quick Claw is luck based. But then again, so is Double Team, and they ban that in tournaments. Now, I understand that bug types beat Psychic because they induce fear, and fear is the mind killer. Which, by the way, is why Dark, Ghost, and Bug beat Psychic types. I'm still not sure why Bug beats Dark types, though. I mean, I'm glad they do. It's a good way of balancing out the types. Ugh, garbage 4. You Eldritch Abomination. And apparently Bug isn't resistant to poison, so there you go. You know, I can imagine in competitive play that a lot of people will use Dragon types, and so a lot of people will probably use Fairy types to counteract that. So does that mean Poison types will be around a lot more? Will we be seeing Gardevoir on lots of teams? And like Leopard or Lipard or Leopard, whatever you call him. Apparently I've heard it's Leopard. Well, Leopard in my French. Okay, buddy, are you going to come quietly now? Well, at least some of these sages have different personalities. Like, some do go quietly and some do put up a fight. Rock Polish there. A move which raises your speed, mainly used for rock-type Pokemon, of course. Oh, hello, Looker. By the way, how did you find me in this cave? But, yep, luckily enough, at this point I do think far enough ahead, so I now use the escape rope to escape. Which I don't think I've had much need for, because usually I just end up emerging at the other end of a dungeon. See, I have like 10 of them, so I clearly planned for it. But anyway, we're on to find the 5th sage now, and he is hiding out in cold storage. So, fortunately compared to the other areas, I'm not even sure I would call cold storage a dungeon, it's just a building really. It's one level, it's got a few slidey ice panels. And I look back here, and no shortcut for me, I have to take the long way around. But I do like how this game has a good variety in environments. Like, it has the icy environments here, it also has the deserts. Could do with a volcano though. Hello buddy, you're just chilling out here. And apparently in cold storage they keep giant blocks of ice. Of course this buddy here seems to be having some sort of not metaphysical. A crisis, a midlife crisis. Or was it all worth it? Now, TM, Home Clause. It's a dark type move which raises your attack, which could be pretty good for Lepard, or Tim Curry as I've called him. But yep, with this guy, of course, I think that's pretty much all the backtracking we need to do over the old areas. After this, we can move on to Route 16, and continue on with new towns and routes to explore. And speaking of which, here we are now. Now I've just left in Bassett City, and we head to the right here, onto Marvelous Bridge, and which is a nice callback to the previous generations, I should say. You can buy a Magikarp for 500 yen, presumably. Oh, that's another thing too. This is meant to be set in America, but they didn't change the money. Just something slightly more realistic. Oh, hello, ninjas. Now, apparently these guys play a bigger part of the sequel, which I was thinking they pretty should. I mean, they really should, because they don't really do much here. They're just glorified hired help. Oh, and it gives us these 3 items here: the Adamant Orb, the Grievous Orb, and the Lustrous Orb. Now, in Generation 4, there were 3 legendary Pokemon that represented God and the Devil, I suppose: Dalgia, Palkia, and Giratina. And those items are meant to be equipped to those 3 Pokemon. And I don't know what they do, probably raise their stats or something. But there you go. Oh, and like a Sky Arrow Bridge, you sort of step on the shadows and you can get power-ups, but you can also catch a Swanna sometimes too. And of course this does continue this generation's real fetish for bridges. They really love bridges here. Oh, and here's what the orbs do, those 3 legendary orbs. And apparently they power up dragon type moves. Or something. Oh well, there you go. And of course the feathers we just cut from the shadows here, they do raise stats. As well, kind of like vitamins. So I guess that's beneficial, considering how expensive they can be. As for the routes we're about to see, what's interesting is how they're designed, because they're designed to be much more, I want to say bumpy, than the routes we've previously seen. You'll see what I mean. There's a lot more levels to them. They go up and down, they're a lot more detailed and rocky. Oh, hello. Oh, well, you were worth talking to. And dude, I'm stuck on this top-down camera, right? I can't see the view. Okay, enough about battle time. I guess this trainer does show off a few Pokemon here. And it is also a good example of the rotation battle. Which again, triple battles tend to just drag out too long, but these triple battles are nice. Because essentially you do battle with one Pokemon at a time, but you don't know if they're going to switch out or not. So I'm starting off using Leaf Blade against Amalia here, and I managed to knock it out. Of course, I think if they do switch for that move, it won't be effective against Klinklang here, but oh well, it was still worth the risk or whatever. Then honestly, Kamabachi doesn't have a wide pool of moves. He has that powerful grass type move and a poison type move. No, he has a dragon type move as an attacking move. And I use Scold here and just hope for a burn. Yeah, unfortunately Mitchell doesn't do that well. I forgot that Klinklang or whatever, Colonel Klinklang, does know a few electric type moves. Speaking of which, when they introduce Steel type, I'm aware that like Iron conducts electricity, so I thought Steel would be weak against electric. Or I guess maybe they're strong against electric. But anyway, with one quick move here, I managed to finish off this guy. Or maybe not. But yep, join me again for the next part, where we'll be doing something important, I suspect.